Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Domi and in today's video we'll be learning how to make this mini bubu with a deep back and a rope across. So if this is something that you are interested in learning, then definitely keep watching. So we have the tools that we need here for today are tape, chalk, scissors, and then our fabric. Of course, mine is this two print like Adire. It's one print but it has like two sides to it, so I'm using this for my mini bubu today. To start things off, I've gone ahead to fold my bubu into four. This is a cut together bubu, so I've gone ahead to fold it into four so that we'll just cut everything out at once. And as you can see, I placed the part that I want to be in the middle because, like I told you, it's two-sided, it's double-sided. So I placed that part in the middle so that I can get like the middle, the parting line is in the middle, so that's where my neck is going to come from. Then I've gone ahead to rule my starting line, which is my shoulder line. And the first thing that I'm going to do is to take the full length of my bubu. I want my bubu to be really short, so, and I'm not a tall babe, so and this is mine. So I measured my length at 34, but I actually measured 35 so that I can have allowance to fold it in to hem it. So I'm just going to go ahead and rule that line there. So after that, the next thing that I'm going to do is to take the neckline measurements. I'm going to take the neckline measurements. Oh, first of all, I'm going to take the shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 15. So I'm trying to get my hand measurements, how long I want my hand to be. So I took my shoulder 15 divided by 2. So you saw 7.5 there. And then I'm going to just add from that 7.5, I'll add how many inches I want how long I want my sleeve to be. I hope you understand that. Then I'm just going to go ahead and take my armhole depth. I wanted my bubu to be very free at the armhole, so I measured like 10 on the armhole. Then on that armhole line, I'm going to measure my bust line, my bust circumference, sorry. And my bust circumference is about 42. So I've measured 42 now, and I'm adding 4 extra inches for it for ease because it's a bubu, is supposed to be big. And then from there, I'm just going to curve my bubu all the way down. Is a bubu, so it's a straight cut. So I'm just going to head to curve it all the way down. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I have a very bad cold that is disturbing me. So next thing, I'm going to take my neck measurements. So my neck width, I want it to be 4. Again, it's a bubu, it's easy to wear. So next thing, I'm taking my front measurement now. This is just my front measurement now, and I want it to be 8. I want my front neck to also be quite deep, so I went with 8, but I later increased it to 9 just for it to be deeper. So I'm just going to go ahead and rule my neckline shape there. You can whatever neckline you choose. For me, I wanted mine to be a V-shaped neckline, so I just cut out the V-shaped neckline there. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just making sure that I'm getting my desired neckline. So at this point, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe. And thanks for watching to this point as well. So now I'm just measuring my hip just to be sure that everything is okay, it's big enough. But it's big enough because, like I said, it's a bubu. I added 4 inches more. So now I'm just going ahead to cut it out. So after cutting my bubu out, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the neckline as well. So this is just the front neckline that I am cutting out like this. I'm cutting the front and the back neckline together. So after this, I'm just going to open up my bubu. I've opened it up now, and I'm going to take one piece away. I'll take away the front piece. Then I'm going to keep my tape from the shoulder and measure where I want my back neckline to be. For this, I want my back neckline to be my bra length, so I went with 11.5 inches because that was the length of the bra I was wearing when I took my measurement. So I just did 11.5 inches for the back neckline, because our back neckline is deeper than our front neckline. It's a deep back neckline, but I wanted to be able to wear a bra, like I said, so that's why I went with bra length, so that I'm still able to wear a bra. So I just go ahead and open this up just to show you that this is what our neckline is beginning to look like. Next thing, I'm cutting out the lining for both the front and the back. Is the same way, to be honest. So I'm cutting out the lining. I just placed my outfit, my cutout bubu at the edge of the fabric, and I'm just tracing out the line. I'm sure you can see what I'm doing. If you don't understand, please just look at what I'm doing, and I'm sure you'll be able to understand well. So I'm just going to cut out my lining piece so that I can use it to turn my neckline later. So the next thing now is to attach our lining piece to the main outfit, and to do this I'll just put it on the shape of the neck. As you can see what I'm doing, I'll place it on the shape of the neck, and I'll just sew half an inch on the V shape of my neck. So you can place this right sides facing each other or not. Honestly, at this point it depends on what you want. So I've gone ahead to sew the lining on both the front and the back parts of the outfit. Honestly, it doesn't matter if it's right sides facing each other or not. It's a lining piece, so nobody's really going to see it. But if you really want your work to be neat, then you can sew it right sides facing each other. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to measure. Our bubu has a back strap, so now I'm going to just measure where I want the back strap of our bubu to go in. And to do this, I'm going to first of all measure half an inch at the top, like where I measured half an inch. Now, as you can see, I measured half an inch from the shoulder down, just to give it allowance. That's where I'm going to be sewing the shoulder later, you will see. So I marked half an inch, and then after that I also marked half an inch down. So our rope is going to enter between the space of half an inch. I don't know if you understand, but I'm sure if you are watching, then you can see exactly what I did. Please. So I marked half an inch down, and I'm just going to open that part up so that our rope can go in. And so now I'm just making a band. It's just a very simple half-inch band. There's nothing special to it. You just cut your fabric 1 inch and then sew it together to give you half an inch of a band. And now I've gone ahead to sew it, and I'm just going to turn this inside out so that it is neat and well done. So I've gone ahead to make our rope now, and the next thing now is to insert it into the space that I opened before. So I'll insert it. I've opened up the little space there. I'll insert it, and then I'm still going to sew it back. As you can see, I'm putting it between the lining and the main outfit. So I'm just using a pin to hold it down, just so that it doesn't move. You don't need to, if you are sure that your hands are steady, you don't need to. It's not a compulsory step, but I like to do that just to hold it. And so I put it between the lining and the main fabric. As you can see, I'm going to repeat the same thing to the other side. Then I'll take it to my sewing machine and sew it down together. Here I'm just trying to measure to see the length because it's a little bit longer, so I ended up trimming it off. So but that's the basic gist of it, is just to put the rope between the fabric, between your actual fabric and then your lining piece, and that is what I have managed to do here. Now we're done with fixing the rope on our bubu. It's looking nice so far. So now I'm just going to go ahead and join the shoulder of our bubus together, and to do this I'm going to place our bubus right sides facing each other. Just watch what I'm doing, you understand. This is quite technical, but honestly it's not that difficult. It's just a little bit technical. So to join the shoulder of our bubu, we're going to put our bubble right sides facing each other together, and then we're going to take the lining piece of one of the parts and cross it over on the other part and then sew it down by 1/2 inch. Please watch again. I laid our bubble flat and then I took one of the lining piece part and turned it over the other part and sewed it down by 1/2 inch. That's how, so I'll be doing this on both sides, and that's how you join the shoulder of your bubu. So as you can see, I've gone ahead to sew this down and I'm just turning it now so that you see it looks really nice. It looks very clean, and yeah, so that's how you turn it. And the next thing we're going to do is to join our bubu by the side. Personally, I joined mine by 1/2 inch because I didn't really give a lot of sewing allowance. You can join more because there's enough sewing allowance, but for the size that I wanted, I joined my by 1/2 inch, and yes, that is what we have right now. So I've gone ahead to join my bubble together. As you can see, next thing that I'm going to do, I did that on both sides by the way. Next thing that I'm going to do is to hem the sleeves of our bubu, and I'm hemming mine by 1/2 inch. I'll just sew the sleeve of my bubu on both sides, 1/2 inch round, and then I'm going to also hem the bottom part of our bubu. Yes, and once we do that, our bubu is basically done. So as you can see, this was such an easy tutorial to do, and I hope that you really enjoyed it. This is our bubu. This is the last product. This is the product of our bubu, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.